somebody else's car.
Can you turn your mic towards? Are you on the?
Yeah,
logo?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, loud and clear. So it's a good thing that we actually have some guests today. Because I don't have too much to talk about in terms of my things, but we do have Valley Crew in the house.
What's up?
Hey. And with that, welcome to another episode of 91 Octane. You can find us on 91octane.com. That is Randy, that you just heard on the mic.
What's up?
I am John, and with us we have...
we got Damon.
Yeah, and...
we got Trey.
Trey. And they're from Valley Crew. I actually met Damon at a Pure Track event.
Yeah.
I hadn't had my sessions yet. I was just kind of watching people go. And I saw this little raisin Fiat jamming. I mean, eating cones, dude. Eating cones. It's like hungry hippos out there with the cones.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I gotta talk to this kid. Because you're quick. You're quick. Either you have good lines, or that car is just amazing.
It's
or
a
both.
car.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was like, man, he's fast. This is so loud. Like, this guy, he is the party. Right now, you were the party at that moment. So I'm like, oh, I gotta talk to this guy.
What do you mean by that?
Like, he was the loudest car. He was the funnest car. Uh-huh. It looked like it was on rails, even when the motherfucker went on 3 wheels. You know?
Okay.
Like, you didn't see the car slide. You know, you didn't see it. Like, it was just, he was locked into his turns. He was losing tires off the ground, but he stayed with it. And it was like, man, and he had some good times. What were your times that day?
I think it was 54, right? 45.
What?
43, dude.
43.
43. 143.
No, it was in the 40s for sure.
It was 43?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you started off in like 54 and then you dropped down to 43.
That's pretty quick. And I was reading that your car, it's a 275 horsepower car right now?
Okay, so there's a funny story about that.
All right.
Not stock. It's not stock at that.
Oh,
that
no.
power.
No, it's not stock.
It's like 200 stock.
No, even
It's
lower than
160 stock.
160.
Yeah. So
Yes.
It's a little 1.4 liter actually.
1.4
Oh, that's right. Not a
Yeah,
1.6, the 1.4 turbo,
Yeah.
which is shared with the Fiat Abarth or Fiat 124.
Yep. Yeah, they both have the same motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's just facing the different way.
Okay.
But the story behind the 275 horsepower thing, so when I went to the big turbo, which, I mean, it's slightly bigger in a way, but so I went to the tuner, they're called Euro Compulsion.
Yeah.
They've been talking all this, like, oh, we done our cars, everything's hitting 260, like, you can get up there when you do some other supporting mods. I'm like, alright, cool. Went ahead, got the tune, and then...
You did the off-the-shelf one, right? Or no?
It's not really off the shelf.
Yeah, it's...
Technically, you kind of...
Because it comes with a chip, and then you throw it in with the turbo kit, yes?
It's,
And the intercooler.
so they send you a tune,
Yeah.
and you,
Oh,
have to,
you
like,
email
you
it,
actually
they-
have to flash it onto your...
Right. They email you the tune with your ECU, but the ECU came with the kit, correct?
The ECU, it's just stock
Okay.
ECU, yeah. So they just, it's like
It's a reflasher.
yeah,
Essentially.
exactly.
Yeah.
But they're saying, oh, we'll hit 260, no problem.
On the stock turbo.
On the big turbo.
The big turbo. Okay.
Yeah. Stock turbo, I maxed out at, what they said was like 200.
Okay.
Yeah, so we maxed out around there, and then I needed more power. So I went to the big turbo, got the tune, and I finally went in time with it because there was some meat that they had, and I was like, all right, let's see what this thing's actually pushing. So
240? 235?
205.
Oh!
Yeah, I was like, something is wrong. There's no way
Man.
that they're saying.
Did you load the right tune?
Yeah, it was phase 3 tune. He had the sport button on. Everything was set. I was like, all right, let's get this. But, yeah, 205. So I hit him up. I was like, what's going on? Why am I hitting 205 when you're saying I'm supposed to hit 260?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. They sent me a new tune. So they redid the tune, sent me that. I loaded it on. And then I went and got valve springs.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to help out a lot.
The difference between the valve springs that we got for the Fiat and your traditional valve springs, when you think valve springs, you think the springs on top of the valve.
Right.
Yeah, around it, surrounded.
It has retainers, valves, everything like that. But his car is single overhead cam.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, this is a single overhead. But they have this multi-air system where it almost acts like a second cam. It's as an intake cam. So the single cam is offset on top of the exhaust valves.
Yeah.
but there's like single lobes for each cylinder that push a rocker. It compresses a spring, and then it inside of this mechanism. We have a video on it we're gonna release.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
But it acts as an intake camshaft, and it's really interesting because the springs that actuate the mechanism that squirt the oil down into it works like hydraulically. If you can imagine. These springs are compressed by the rockers, and then they push these little posts down onto the valves, and that's what
opens the valve.
Okay, yeah.
Your valve lid.
Yeah.
So the springs were a weak point because they tend to float and they don't really reset as fast as it was a 124 upgrade, right?
124 springs.
They're soft, so you need a stiffer
spring. So we went with the stiffer spring, and oh my god,
it's a huge difference because when we dynoed it, what we noticed is around like 4,500 RPM, it just wanted to fall on its face. So I stopped making power.
Slow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the red line's what, 6-ish, 6.2?
It's at 67 now.
Okay,
so they upped my red line.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
stock though, it's like
65.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But so we put those in, and now it actually wants to keep pulling. So I have to go redyno the car. I don't know what it's pushing. I'm hoping at least 240.
So you're telling me you're full of shit with this 275?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Good man.
Maybe crank.
Oh, that's a big loss from 275 to 205 if it's crank. Yeah.
But I was really let down when I saw.
Oh hell yeah, man! That's one of the worst things when you buy a car part and you're let down.
Yeah.
You don't get what you were expecting out of it. Which as a car guy is actually very minimal, right? Because we know that a lot of the stuff that we're doing to the car, you're barely gonna notice, but you'll notice in your times. That's why it's good to race the car, or track the car. But really, day to day, you're not gonna notice much of the difference.
Yeah. Unless it's like something major, like you're going from NA to forced induction.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, or supercharger.
Yeah.
So you daily this car?
Oh yeah, it's my daily right now.
It's registered, smog legal in California.
Yeah.
Registered.
California knows that.
That's what it's said to be.
What year is it?
It's a 2013.
2013. Okay, so it's coming up on smog soon.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get a daily before that happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm really trying to
Save
up, get like just a whole 4 Ranger or something, just so I can have a daily. But
that's like a stage 3 or something, right?
Yeah,
actually, that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone because you're gonna need a truck to tow it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would tell you just buy this guy's EG, or is it this guy's now? Just roll around in the Civic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No. Yeah.
So why the Fiat 500? So I'm gonna generalize. Kids your age, they're not that into cars, I presume, because I have a brother-in-law that's close to your age, and B, that's not as well supported as the Honda world, right? So that's why kids gravitate towards the Honda world because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap entry, essentially. Whereas the Fiat is not
And-
expensive. It's not Ferrari. It's not even German territory.
No.
It's Italian, but it's not cheap like Honda.
Yeah.
So why?
So my dad actually, he was
Mhm.
really interested in just getting a Fiat for some weird reason. I don't know how he came about it, but
Okay.
he wanted one.
Yeah.
And my we're really Italian. So
Oh, okay.
He likes to keep it, you know.
Oh wow, that
So,
Italian.
Is he from the motherland?
No,
Like straight up?
so-
Oh, does he speak or understand?
Relatives. He's trying to speak.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna hear it.
Has he
He's
been?
talking
That
about
Duolingo.
Have you guys been?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
They've been a few more times than me, but yeah.
What part of Italy? Sorry, I'm gonna interject. What part of Italy?
Or where we went?
Family.
Colati.
Which is what region? Or like near north, middle, south?
I think it's southern.
Okay.
Yeah. But so he really wanted the Fiat. He got one, and when he pulled up to the house, I was like, "This car
Your dad got one.
is
I forgot.
whack."
Did he get a stock one? Is that why? Not Abarth?
No, he got the Abarth too.
Oh
Yeah.
really? And that was your first thought?
And they
That was my
bought
first. I was like, "This thing's tiny," because I had a truck. My first car was a truck.
Oh,
Blue
okay.
Thunder.
Blue Thunder. Nissan
What kind of-
Frontier.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, it had
okay.
flags on it, lifted. I mean,
It was so
that was my
sick.
baby. But he got it. He's driving around. I'm like, all right. I didn't know how to drive stick really at the time.
Yeah.
I drove stick like once or twice at the EG that
Okay.
he bought.
Yeah.
So that was like my first time to drive the stick. But he let me drive the stick in the Fiat because it's a manual. And I was like, oh wow. this
It's a lot of
car's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you hear that a lot from everyone that drives it.
Yeah, they're little go-karts, and the way they sound right out of factory is just amazing.
No mufflers
out of factory. Yeah, it's an amazing car.
Really?
So,
And a quick
Yeah.
tune, and you're getting loud pops.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You don't even need new
Crazy
new parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little tune, you're good. But so I ended up, I was like, I gotta sell my truck and get a Fiat.
Oh.
And they're not expensive on the used market, correct?
No,
me
it was
if I'm
like
wrong. 14?
13 grand. Yeah.
Damn. So you and your dad have one.
Had one.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
So
kind of got to upgrade.
he went another Italian route,
Ferrari.
Alpha.
possibly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he went with the horse and got rid of the Fiat, but I kept the Fiat game and I showed him what you should have done to it, what you could have done to it.
Yes.
What Ferrari did he get?
458. Well, he started with the 430 and then went on to the 458.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I only get to rent those.
Yeah, same. I mean, I did. Literally, I drove that on the track.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
sure, man.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So he went from a Fiat to a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Has he always been a car guy? Is that where you get it
Yeah,
from?
he's always been
Okay.
a guy. He raced sprint cars when he was younger.
Oh, really?
And then after he married my mom, he kept racing, and then he stopped after. But that's how really racing got into me.
Oh,
After
and you
watching.
did race motorcycles too,
Yes,
right?
I raced motocross. I raced BMX.
Oh, really?
So I've always been racing stuff. Yeah.
Damn. So when you were able to get a license, you decided to jump into racing cars, or did that come after?
Well, this is my first car that I've actually driven on track.
Technically,
And
once he started hanging out with us.
yeah, when I started hanging out and meeting all these guys, getting with the Valley
The
crew.
bad influences.
Yeah. Because I had my truck when I first met these guys.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay, now I'm really getting into this. Sell the truck, get a Fiat.
Yeah, that's a
do
big
some stuff.
move.
It was a big move.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
it's well worth it.
Yeah.
What was the first mod you did on that Fiat?
Was it?
It
Was it the intake?
It was the intake. Yeah.
That's kind of where everybody goes.
Like,
dude.
Yeah.
V1 or V2 intake, right? I know a little bit about that car because I wanted the Fiat 124.
Oh, really?
So I did the online window shopping thing. Went to Eurocompulsion, the Fiat 124 forum. So that's why I know there's two flat reflashers, Eurocompulsion and another guy, right?
500 Madness or Torque?
Torque.
Torque
Yeah,
Motorsports.
yes.
So, yeah, started with the intake. It's a Sila Concepts intake.
Mhm.
I still have that intake on my car.
Barely. Oh.
Barely. It doesn't fit on the new turbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's one of those you gotta make it fit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I
It's
can't
like
find
rubbing
the
up
intake.
against the
That's
side of the car.
Oh, it's shoved on there. We got it hose clamped on. Intake, and then I think I did lowering springs,
Yeah.
and just kept going from there. Catless downpipe, because I had to make it louder.
And I remember you telling me it was like a year span from stock to where it is now,
Yeah.
Pretty much,
which is what's on our Instagram. There's also a video on there that I shared with you too of I seeing him fly by like a dart. Yeah, and I was like, that's the experience that I get in my Kia. Like that's what people don't understand when they don't drive these cars, is that they're not powerful, but they're small enough to where it feels like you're in a go-kart,
yeah.
It's the
right?
experience.
It's the experience, and it forces you to learn momentum,
Yeah.
right? Like to learn how to drive in order to get it to go faster. Maybe hit 45 miles an hour.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Trey, bouncing over to you, you seem to know a lot about the engine work involved.
Yeah.
And you're building the Focus ST engine.
I'm in the process.
So
right now.
where is the knowledge of that coming from?
So, I know these guys are giving me a hard time because the engine's been sitting
And the reason
in the garage
and the
for 3 years.
So you're
trying.
the Brian Scotto of the group.
Let me
I guess.
let me also say, like, you're young. You guys are young.
Yeah, I'm 23.
Yeah,
Dave's
19.
19.
So to have that kind of knowledge at that age, unless you went to school for it,
I
it's
didn't.
not a common thing. Well, the internet makes it easier
Oh
now.
yeah, 100%.
1,000% more
Yeah.
easy.
But it still takes a level of bravery to open an engine.
Commitment.
Yeah, to commit to that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
To say, I'm gonna put this back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sometimes you just go, oh, fuck it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But my background actually came from one of the old jobs I had, working at a vintage Porsche, like a private shop.
Oh, nice.
It was John Chambers Motorsports out of Escondido.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard of it, but We did everything from transmission rebuilds to engine rebuilds to brake system rebuild, everything. Basically bumper to bumper repairs on these cars.
And how'd you start there?
It's funny because I went to Palomar College and did a intro to auto class. Just one semester.
Okay.
And my professor referred me to this guy, gave me his business card.
No
So, "Hey,
shit.
you want a job? You like working on German cars?" I was like, "Sure, I'm gonna go for it."
Damn, really?
So yeah, he was
Damn.
like, "I'm gonna choose you because you're excelling in this class. So I feel like you need an opportunity."
And how long is the normal like course load to complete that? Like if you wanted to get actually
It's just an
certified?
elective, from what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where like it was a credit towards getting your associate. You know
Yes,
what I mean? And
right.
2 years. So he did 2 years
So it's like
in one class.
It's like the art credit.
Basically.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like the arts credit or the whatever
Yeah.
credit.
I just said,
To
screw
fulfill,
it. I'm gonna go for it. I like cars. It was at the time I was like 18 years old. I was like, I like cars. I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And it ended up just shaping my future into what it is now.
And what, you were just shadowing for a while,
Yeah.
like seeing what they're doing?
It was basically a paid apprenticeship. Basically
Damn.
teaching me everything about engines, transmissions, pretty much, the basics of what I know today.
Learning on the job.
Yeah.
That's
It was
not
a learning-
easy.
It was a learning experience every day,
Yeah.
and it was not easy working with him. He was a grumpy old guy.
Sometimes that's the best. Sometimes that's the best though, right? Like you get no bullshit. Like he's cutting
Yeah, he's
right to
raw.
it. Yeah.
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 So what to what level of work did he allow you to do on your own within his shop?
Because his name was on the line. And
True.
It was his work, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
a lot of it was just, in the beginning, washing parts.
Yep.
Learning about what the parts do, where they
Mhm.
go, like what they're called, the function, everything like that. But towards the end, when I started, right before I decided to branch off, just because the pay wasn't there,
Yeah.
and I had a car payment that I had to take care of, and
Right.
bills to take care of. But unfortunately, I split with him. But before that, I was getting into actually helping him assemble engines and kind of get an idea of what.
Those flat sixes.
Yeah. Very different. Very different than
Oh, yeah.
any typical engine. They're very temperamental.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of things you got to pay attention to, and with the valve timing and everything like that, it's just stuff that it takes a long time to actually master that
Yes.
art,
Right.
because it is an art. Engine
Yeah.
building is an art, and my goal is to actually turn that into my profession and do it professionally.
Engine building.
Engine building.
Machine
That's what I
shop.
want to do.
You have a machine
I
shop.
don't know about machine shop,
Okay.
maybe, but maybe somebody who's like, hey, I need a race engine built. Can you do it for me, kind of thing. They'll come to me and be like, I need this thing built like by this date, and then I'll take on the task and do it for them. That's my goal. I'm not anywhere near that, but I'm taking my engine as the first step to getting towards that.
The Focus engine.
Yeah.
Which is an extra engine, or you pull out your.
It's an extra engine.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
The funny story
That's what I
was
thought.
we drove to San Francisco in the Focus.
Okay.
Took the Focus to San Francisco. Me and Ben, we went up there. We met this guy, and we bought the engine for $500. Full long block with a turbo for $500. The guy
Wait,
was
like,
yeah.
but did you have any guarantee that it works?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay,
no,
it's
the
okay.
guy was like, it's blown 2 head gaskets, and he's like, the last time it was in the car, the head gasket was blown. I was like, it's a long shot, but it's only $500
Yeah.
for a brand new engine with another turbo.
Yeah.
I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it. So we went up there, tossed the engine into the Focus,
Jesus.
drove it all the way back to Temecula, and then we just tore it apart in Ben's garage, and we discovered that the head was cracked.
Okay.
And that's what was causing the head blowing head gaskets and all that stuff. And block is good, crank's good. Obviously, I'm replacing rods, pistons, bearings, main studs, head studs, all that stuff. So it's down to the bare block right now. And the next step for the engine build is probably the scariest thing for me personally. And it's because I already have everything. I have all the internals to build the bottom end. I just
Right.
need another head,
Yeah.
obviously. And I have to remove material from the pistons and the rods
Ooh,
for the
yeah.
to balance the rotational assembly. That's
Ooh,
probably the
that's.
scariest thing that I'm gonna have to do.
And
Those
you're
are
doing that
spe-
yourself.
Yes.
Don't you need specialized tools for that?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
You've seen a keen eye and a good scale.
We gotta take this audio clip out of him saying that and play it back in like 6
When
months.
the engine
yeah,
runs?
But yeah, man, at least you're trying. That's dope.
I'm going for it, bro.
Yeah.
Trying.
When do you want to have it done?
I wanted to have it done by
today,
last month. But
how long do you think until it's done? Like from when you start?
I would say, my goal is to have it done by summertime.
All right, there you guys got it now. You guys got a new date.
We're gonna hold you to it.
Please hold me to it because I need to get this thing done because I want to go out and rip this thing.
So Damon, your dad's cool with him like making a mess in your dad's garage?
We actually do everything in Ben's garage.
Most of everything, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, all the work we do on our cars, we do ourselves.
Yeah.
Just for those listening, Ben is actually in a corner, like behind a video camera right now, and it's the weirdest thing. Like, it's like trying not to look at him.
So your parents are cool with you guys doing this shit. Well, it keeps you off the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing dumb stuff.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Very,
Yeah.
It's an expensive hobby,
Expensive.
but it's fun to learn
Yeah.
and have fun on the roads with your end product, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it could be a potential, opportunity for a career in the future.
That's
That's
also
the way
true.
I'm looking at it.
That's-
With our YouTube channel and everything,
Yeah.
my family and everybody around me is telling us to use it as like a resume.
Oh, for
Saying,
sure,
hey,
yeah.
We can do this. This is what we have. This is what we've done, and kind of use that as a.
That's the age we live in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything.
Yeah, social media, YouTube, all that stuff. That's how you get your exposure.
Yeah.
If only I was your age in this time.
Randy acts like he's 50.
Well, I certainly feel far older than you guys, right?
Yeah.
You could be my kids, technically, right?
I don't know about that. It would have been pretty early.
Yeah, I would have had him in high school.
I guess he would have had to be Hispanic for that.
True. Good point. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, your dad's cool with you guys, both of you, doing the work and engine work and
Yeah.
making a mess of shit in there.
As
and-
long as it gets cleaned up.
Okay.
Ben, does it get cleaned up?
His garage it can be a mess pretty much most of the time, but
It's just the worst part about working on cars is having to put tools back.
That's the worst.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm gonna admit I'm pretty good at that.
Well,
Yeah.
you have the shop habits, I should say, right?
Yeah.
You know the nightmare that you're gonna go through when you're looking for that part later and you don't remember where you left it because you didn't put it away.
And some dumb specialized German tool for
Yeah.
this one Porsche engine.
Yeah, because
I
I worked with a stuck-up old guy who, if I didn't put his tool in the right angle, he would get
Dude,
upset.
that's how I would be with that kind of shit too.
He
He
sounds-
sounds Snap-on box, like $500,000 worth of tools.
Oh man.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
What's the craziest Porsche that you worked on in that shop?
Probably a 356 Speedster. It was around
Oh, okay.
$300,000.
Those are fun. Yeah, those are nice.
Damn. I would have been
They're-
afraid just being near it.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
There are people down there in Escondido area that are converting those to full electric.
Really?
Yes.
I've seen that too.
I saw a YouTube
Yeah,
video. Yeah,
yeah.
I got into the EV wormhole on YouTube. There's a electronic vehicle. EV West is the name of the shop.
No.
They convert anything to EV electric vehicle. So they did the Porsche Speedster a couple months ago before the holidays. Yeah.
Must be pretty interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It is. Super
I mean,
light, super fast.
I don't know. Did they control that torque?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They beefed up the axles on it.
Well, I mean, you're still gonna get crazy torque steer.
Yeah, they're tuning it. They're not gonna put it out like 500 right off the.
I think Damon should be the first 500
There
Abarth
you go.
EV.
I was
Oh,
thinking
God.
Well, that engine tops out at what, like 280, 300-ish, right?
It's supposed to top out at like 300, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do plan on, once I get the daily, building the motor. Well, having Trey build the motor for me.
So this
Yeah.
is free labor.
Exactly.
That's
all-
not,
it's all for
And
content.
it's
Yeah.
experience, and it's content
For you.
our YouTube channel.
Right.
And if I blow his engine, then
it's like,
well, we're having high hopes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to put that voodoo on
That
it,
is-
Thank
but
you.
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
Damon's like, I'll take the ST.
I get 2 engines with it. I mean, shit, man.
Blow my motor, do it.
Oh, wow.
So you guys were saying that you kind of just starting to get into the track game, and you have your ST, which
Literally
you're,
just started.
and your goal is to. So you have a few goals because we already talked about you actually working on cars, but you actually want to race competitively,
Yeah, that's
like-
the end goal.
wheel to wheel,
Yes.
Yes.
in like NASA or what's the
You
plan?
know, yeah. What grew? Like, have you guys gotten that far? Or you just
Nah,
trying to build up the
We're
engine,
just trying to
YouTube?
get to the
Yeah.
point where we're going out there more, kind
Really
of
get it
learning
in.
about how everything operates, what we can get into class-wise. You know?
Proving that your
yeah.
baby face doesn't mean you guys are not skilled,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, yeah, there's a certain amount of, growing into that you gotta do. But definitely, that's awesome that you guys are pushing ahead with such a large endeavor at such a young age. And it's risky but fun.
Yeah.
Man, it's the time to do it.
It is a time to do it. You got the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Off kids,
Once you got that minivan,
responsibilities.
yeah, I wanted to do a Honda build for the Prelude. I just don't got the time, man.
Yeah.
That's even more precious than money, really, at the end of the day. As preachy as this is, or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. You guys saw dads out there at Pier Track, you know, like.
My instructor was a dad.
Yeah.
He just, he was just out there. having
Not gonna
fun.
let you get away with that one.
Well,
man.
no, but it's like spending it with the kids while they're this age.
Yeah, that's true.
Or building the engine, which I can just
Alright,
get
fine.
done
Well,
later
this
on.
guy-
You guilted me.
My
Yeah.
instructor was pretty old, though, so I can imagine his
Oh,
kids
yeah.
were, you know,
Dude, once they're in college, I could give a fuck.
Yeah, you're
Or
like,
high school,
Yeah.
8th grade, they
Yeah.
want to hang out with me anyway. So that's the time I'm looking forward to
yeah.
for this type of shit.
Yeah.
So then moving to the ST, what have you done to the current one, the engine that's in there now?
So it's pretty much maxed out at this point. I'm just waiting for the day that I punch it and it decides not to work anymore
Okay.
and just fail. But
Is it giving you issues now?
no,
Oh, okay.
no issues. But it's got 80,000 miles on it.
That's not that much.
It's a 2015.
That's still not that old.
Don't think so.
No.
Well, it's got pretty much every bolt on you can imagine. 3-inch intake, full 3-inch turbo back, catless exhaust. It's got a GTX 2867 Garrett turbo on it, which is like 56 millimeter.
So what's it gonna be
Yeah.
rated at with that turbo?
It could be up to 450 horsepower with that turbo.
Stock internals? No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yes. Safely?
Sa- What's safe power on that engine?
Well, probably what I'm at right now.
What's the which is
Well, I got it dynoed, and it was another interesting situation. I went to a shop, a local shop of ours, Metro Performance, and I went and got the car dynoed there. It read, what was it, 346 or something like that,
something
horse,
like that.
and then 345 torque. But it was on all-wheel drive, Dynotech dyno, and they said if they converted it to like a dyno jet, it was a rough estimate. They said they would have made 385.
Damn.
And it was
on
like
pump gas.
E30.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an ethanol
Okay.
mixture,
Uh-huh,
so it's 30% ethanol.
Okay,
And gasoline the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I went to a different dyno, it could have been a different story. It was like a little hot that day. So I like to tell people that if it's cold enough, if the conditions are right, it will make 400 horsepower. If the conditions are right.
Yeah, you're
Mine does 140 stock. I tell people it does 300 on a good day. That's like, damn.
Downhill.
But that's still, even if it's 380, that's a ton for that car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little on the heavy side compared to like the Fiesta or the Fiat.
Yeah.
But, I mean, can you use all that power? Yeah?
It depends. It's all depending on your pedal
Yeah.
feel and whether or not you're mashing it in the corner or if you're waiting till the straightaway to go for it. I learned that real quick when I was at the track.
Yeah.
You can't go for it when you're in the turn still.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Unless the car is completely straight.
Yeah.
You gotta
because the torque steer is pulling you
it'll
to
push you out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But my plans. This is like way down the road. It is possible. My plans are to go all-wheel drive, and that'll solve all my problems.
Convert it to all-wheel drive or get a new car?
Yeah. Oh, just get an RS, man.
Oh, why?
Why don't you like the RS?
Why are you going the expensive route?
It's not expensive.
Or the more work route, the effort route?
Because nobody else has done it.
See, it's kind of my argument for like turboing the Rio.
What axle
So I have
setup?
I have two different options that I'm looking at right now. There's a Ford Escape, which they come all-wheel drive. They have a
The chassis is the same? Ish?
I might have to get a different drive shaft.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I haven't looked that deep into it just because
Uh-huh.
nobody's done it before. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to,
measure.
go for it, get all the stuff, and then go from there. So I have that option, and then there's a Mazda Speed 6 option as well.
Oh, that's came out of Ford plants too.
Yes. So those are all-wheel drive from the factory,
Oh.
and they have a RX-8 rear diff, and
They do?
Yeah. and it would just take a little bit of modifications to the rear subframe. Kind of a lot actually, but my car is a little bit more, it's better personally for me because it's a closed deck design, whereas the RS is an open deck.
That's true.
It basically it's more powerful. It's more strong.
Inherently more powerful, which is what I was saying last episode.
I mean, yeah, it is a 2-liter, and I'm going to keep it a 2-liter so I can rev it high, because they have a 2.3-liter stroker kit that I could have got, but I decided not to, because I wanted to keep the rev range higher and not sacrifice the rev range for power, because
yeah, who needs power? Who needs power at 380? Like with the.
It's fun to rev high.
Yeah. Plus, when I go full 85, which is a whole other process in and of itself, but I think that's next.
You'll need the.
I'm gonna need like that built engine. First
structurally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need the closed deck to hold in all that boost to make up for the high ethanol or high octane from ethanol.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. So I have a lot of big plans for that car. It's just the money.
It's always that, man. Yeah.
I'm just like everybody else. We're trying to do this whole YouTube thing to help us. Get
funded.
And fund all of our endeavors.
That's the dream, man. That's why you're sitting here.
Yeah. Out there and show people like what we got, what we want to offer, and actually, right now would be a pretty cool opportunity to mention our sponsorship ideas coming up too.
Which is what?
Me and Damon have been stirring up some ideas about either product sponsorship or.
Well, we sat down when they were like, all right, if we really want to
get real with
this stuff,
because
racing is expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You have to have sponsors. You can't just do it.
It's hard to do. Yeah. You got tires, all that. So
you wreck the car, you're
exactly.
But.
So we wrote a 10-page sponsorship proposal
to
anybody.
Anybody.
We're just gonna start sending it out. Because the shop I work at, Wrap Shop, he made me a proof, and he has everything set up. So if you get a product sponsorship, if you see the placement, it's gonna be on the car, or a financial sponsorship, where you're gonna be on the car, helmets, all that fun
stuff. He does custom printing on the wrap.
Yeah, you're selling real estate on your car.
Exactly. Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Damn. That's cool.
So that's what we're hoping for.
That's what we're hoping for.
That's why you've wrapped your car twice. 3 times.
Yeah. 3 times.
With some crazy ass camo wrap.
Yeah, that was the shop. So the shop, when they wraps, they hook it up with my car.
Okay.
Yeah,
quite a bit for sure. Yeah, because I saw that too. I thought it was always this color, and then I saw it was other colors.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty dope.
Camo,
I thought so. You don't do it. Your shop hooks you up.
Oh, he does.
Oh, I wrap it.
You wrap it.
Yeah.
So you wrap. Oh, you're an installer.
Yeah.
How'd you get into that?
He just went for it, dude.
Kind of did. It took me a while to get that job. I went in like 4 or 5 times. I was like, yo, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
But let me get a shot.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Why are you guys so ambitious?
Yeah, that's what it takes.
Your generation.
You just gotta go for it, man.
I don't meet kids.
We have goals and we want to get to them.
I don't meet kids as ambitious as you guys.
Yeah,
like seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
No, for real.
I'm in
confused.
shock too. Yeah. Because usually.
My brother-in-law's a lazy ass. And he's between your ages.
Yeah. And we see a lot of that.
And the younger one is even lazier.
Wow.
I mean, I think I would assume that somebody your age going to ask for a job and getting turned down is like you throw a fit and it's all over.
Right.
But you went back 4 more times.
Yeah, and I was like, the last time I was like, let me just get an internship. Let me just try.
Free, work for free.
Work for free. So
and he's like, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, I'm sure he was just tired of me coming in. But I worked for about a month for free, and then he finally hired me. And so
you just cold walked in 4 times and did that.
I was like, let me do this.
With your BC hat. And your baby face. I would have said no 3 times too.
Like, this guy don't know how to rap.
Because your generation is so
that's what he was scared about. Yeah.
It's so like unreliable. You're always in your fucking phone while you're working. Dude, I work with...
You sound so fucking old.
No, because dude, the people I work with that are their age, we're having a meeting, they're on their fucking phone.
I'm having the same thing.
Right before their turn to talk.
That's just disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm at their desk like to talk over something. They're fucking playing on their phone while I'm trying to drive their computer and shit.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
And this is a little bit older than you, post college with real degree, like quote unquote really good degrees at UCs or whatever the fuck. You know, it's like, dude, it's more about this than coming out of those types of schools if you don't have this kind of drive.
Yeah.
Ultimately, is why I'm so surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, but why the rap shop?
I don't know. I was kind of interested in it. I didn't know if it was gonna be a thing for me or if I would even like it.
And it's like you can look at it this way too. It's another skill that he never had.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
It's my first job. And
really?
I still have it. Yeah, I never worked before it. I was like, I gotta get this job.
Damn, and that's a big business right now.
Oh, it's huge right now, especially.
How long did it take you to pick it up?
To be able to start installing by myself.
Yeah, by yourself. That's
probably like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 days a week or not even?
Yeah, it's 5 days a week.
Okay.
I'm not in school.
Okay.
How long does it take you to wrap a car?
Well, 1 day wraps. So
really, that's what that means.
So
one car, a car to two a day per person.
Yeah. So if it's like an express van, like the Chevy Express vans, we can knock one of those out in like 3.5 hours.
No curves. Yeah. Yeah. Box. Yeah.
That's commercial wise, and then color changes. Depending on what car it could be, usually we do like a day or two.
Okay.
But
that's pretty quick.
We want to knock them out as quick as possible, but also with quality.
That's our goal. Car is freaking hard.
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
as easy as the people on the internet make it seem.
Oh no, I've done lips, mirrors,
yeah,
a
mirrors,
few like oh my
hard.
god, I hate that stuff, man.
I've had so
and also it matters what vinyl you use. This guy
100%.
I got the hookup on Avery Dennison.
Oh, that's my
Avery
favorite.
I
love
why.
Avery.
That's why he gets the good stuff, because I don't wrap my car, I give it to him.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're broke too.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
No, but I would say probably 3 or 4 months in, Eddie, he has his 944, his Porsche 944.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 944.
He's like, yo, I want to wrap it. I was like, I mean, I guess I have the experience.
We did a video on it.
Yeah, we did a video and we were wrapping it. God, it was like 50 degrees and I was using 3M and it was brittle and I was like, I'm going to do this. It's going to happen. I was like, I can probably do it 2 days. No problem. It took like a week and a half.
It took like 2 weeks.
Well, not really, because it was like 1 day here, 1 day
Yeah, it was
there.
like, it was a week and a half for sure and I was struggling. The rear end of those cars was way too curvy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all metal back there.
Yeah, and
up to the bumper. The bumper itself is what, the rubber one, right? Is it just a rubber bumper, like a black, flat black bumper?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's removable almost, pretty much, right? Everything else is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to prep that car too. All the paint was coming up, so we were sitting there. He was sanding and I was wrapping, and there's just.
Oh, and then the EG.
I wrapped the EG too. Later on.
Oh man.
With Avery.
Even still, like that car was a nightmare.
That's what every car.
And it was like 120 degrees. I was so upset.
Oh shit!
You guys are never doing work in optimal conditions.
Yeah.
You live in Southern California. Where are you doing this work? It's like 50 degrees somewhere, 120 degrees the other place. Jeez.
We pick horrible times.
Yeah.
And whenever we work on cars, it's always at night.
Yeah.
Because it's when we all get work.
Is it because you had an event to go to, so you had to get it done before that event?
Porsche?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So they're not procrastinators either.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so damn surprised.
Yeah.
Wrapping the EG, he was out of town.
It was his birthday.
And we were doing it for his birthday without him knowing.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, got him some wrap. It was Nardo Gray.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It looks really. It was. We'll save that. But
you're in debt forever.
Yeah. When they talk about the Civic, they can go into detail about how it looked.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So wait, what cars are here? Just your.
I didn't even drive my car. I'm scared to drive my car.
I drove mine daily. I have
okay.
a 1993 Nissan Sentra.
Oh, okay.
SER. So.
Oh, nice.
The SR20.
Oh, really? Did you put that in yourself?
No, came factory.
Did it?
SR20.
What?
SCR?
It's a transverse SR20. SER.
That's the one that's the size of the same era of Toyota Camrys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a coupe.
Oh,
it's smaller, a little bit smaller, because that's more the Corolla competitor.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the Maxima and the
that's right,
Altima
the Corolla,
are kind of more. Maxima's bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew the SER had, and it's a front wheel drive.
Yeah, it's front wheel drive.
Yeah, because there's one of the only.
And
front
it's NA.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
it's a SR20, not
It's a
SR20 DET.
No, not DET. No.
Yeah.
It's a DET.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not, it's
okay.
not a SR20 DET.
But it
Yes.
easily can be.
Yeah, it can be,
Yeah, yes.
easily.
Yeah, I remember kind of liking that car. Obviously, I
Are those rare? I don't really see.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very.
When
very
did you
rare.
get yours?
I got mine not too long ago. I'd say a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you get it for? If you don't mind.
$1,700.
Wow. How many miles are on it?
Well, it was stolen, so the dash was removed once. So the odometer isn't correct, but it's roughly around 280,000
Okay.
original mile.
It's got some work.
The previous owner, it was in that family since it rolled off the lot.
Oh, damn.
So it's been a family-owned car since it was, born.
It just got stolen and
It just got
butchered.
stolen once, and then, ever since then.
That's a fun potential little platform too.
Yeah, a lot of the guys, especially Eddie, he gives me a hard time because he's like, "Hey, just sell the Focus and build the Sentra."
It'd be more interesting.
way
Yeah.
cheaper, and
That too.
it's got a
Can't
lot
be more
more
interesting than an
potential.
all-wheel drive Focus ST.
You can make those all-wheel drive too.
Oh, so you're an all-wheel drive fanatic.
Well, I used to not be. I used to be front-wheel drive. I like front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But watching Time Attack and all that stuff, most of the guys out there are,
Yeah.
succeeding with all-wheel drive platforms. So.
It's kind of what happened to Rally. With
Yes.
Going from
Yeah.
two-wheel to four-wheel.
What's the rear wheel option that
That
you're
I would
thinking
get?
about? Yeah, 240 SX.
That's if I'm trying to slide.
Right.
But if I'm trying to grip up, I'll probably get an S2K.
Yeah.
Really, put that in the back of the SCR with a custom transaxle.
Oh, you're talking about
No, for your SCR.
Oh, the SER to make
Yes.
it all-wheel drive.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is a it's slipping my mind. There's a model in Japan that they made. It's a hatchback, and it shares the same. It's relatively the same drivetrain as the SER. I forgot the name. It is totally slipping my mind. One of my coworkers.
Pulsar.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pulsar
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Shares the same.
Same everything. Engine
same
is
everything.
SR20
Yeah,
DT.
it's SI20, and it is. You can basically just and just a little modification.
Yeah,
Subframe, and
that
it'll
would do it. That will 100% do it.
Yeah.
Easier than your stinking
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
damn Focus ST idea. Dude, your friends are right, man. What are you doing? Yeah, you're talking about welding and shit. This is gonna be bolt in almost.
Almost.
Finding the car is rare. It's hard.
Yeah.
They sell them in Canada. That's why I know about it a little bit.
Mhm.
I watch the JDM importers and what comes over, and I see that car is kind of like it's a little too boxy for most people's taste. Not
Yeah.
pretty and
Yeah.
the initial D car or whatever, so it's not sexy and all that shit. But it's a good platform.
I don't really like pretty cars though.
You like?
The Focus is kind of pretty, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a nice
but
car.
I like deep down. I really like old cars, like older cars.
Like early '90s.
Yeah, like early '90s cars.
'80s, late '80s.
Yeah.
Really?
I sometimes I dive deep in there. My dream car, because
Civic
deep
wagon.
down, no, deep down, I am a JDM Nissan guy. I love Nissans.
Okay.
My dream car is a R32.
Mm.
Oh,
Hands
okay.
down.
That's attainable.
I almost got one.
Oh, why
Before-
why is it an almost for a dream?
Before I got the Focus, I was like, they're the same price range. I
Yeah.
was like the 30 grand. I was like, I could, go ahead and get this, but it would be my only car. And I was commuting to Oceanside a couple days a week
From.
from Temecula.
Damn.
So here's the thing about that car. I talked to a guy that owned it previously. He said it's cool, yeah, but waiting for a part, like let's say like
yeah.
a butterfly valve or some little plastic shit,
Yeah, anything OEM.
months, weeks to months.
Yeah.
Wow.
For that shit. Because it's all got to come from Japan.
Yeah.
There's no engine
It's
here or
important.
anything. A door handle,
Something special like that, you got your weight.
I mean, you don't need a door handle to drive the car.
True, but if it's the main door handle and it's like broke, like you gotta pull a cable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that's kinda,
yeah.
It's like
That's
you
a
drive a GTR, you shouldn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, but it's an
That's
old
true.
one. It's an
Yeah.
old car, so it's bound to have those kinds of
Yeah,
gremlins every now and then.
but
so
maybe eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Hopefully they don't get pricier.
They're gonna get priced.
Because I'm a BMW fan, and the
Oh, yeah.
E30 is like out the
Oh.
door for me. Like the E30 M3. I'm just like, no way I'm going to pay 50 grand for a car that old. I love it, but I'm sorry. I'm
That's
just not-
another one of those cars that I
Yeah.
just drool over.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely it's a collector's item now.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Damon?
Cinquecento.
What number is that?
500, right?
500.
Oh, okay. okay.
Yeah, so it's in 1973. Yeah, 500.
Oh.
Really? You're Fiat all the way.
I love
Why?
that
But let's
car.
fix it again, Tony. Especially that era. So defend that. Defend that.
No, they're
Are you gonna make it all-wheel
beautiful
drive?
Follow the trend.
We call back.
cars. Actually, yeah. No, I don't know. That car is it's fun. Like I've never driven one.
What is it?
But it just
28
looks fun.
horsepower?
It's,
Yeah.
it's slow.
Yeah.
It's 4-speed, but they're tiny. They're smaller than a Fiat, like the new Fiats. They're way smaller.
And those were sold here, or would it be
No.
imported?
You
Okay.
have to get it imported.
Okay.
But it's
Unless they can
pre-smog.
find one here.
It's
Yeah.
1970, so you don't have to worry about smog.
Nothing.
Damn.
But
Just have
it's a
that
metal
car.
bucket on
Oh,
wheels.
it's a total tin can.
Yeah. Aluminum can.
Yeah, I don't think they're very safe, but I would love that car. Or a 124 Spider for sure.
The old one, the OG one, or the new one?
New one.
Oh, the
okay.
new one. Okay.
Yeah,
We've been trying to convince him to get one instead of the 500, but you know.
and build that.
The new one?
Yeah.
Well, you already know the platform so well. Everything pretty much translates over from the
Yeah.
500, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a no-brainer, but at the same time, do you really want? Don't you want
I
to try
mean,
other?
If
It's like
if the man wants a 1970 500, I don't know that he's gonna be able to get rid of the current one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
there's
true.
no way I can get rid of
Yeah,
that car.
yeah. See,
I love that car.
you can see how attached he is to it.
Yeah, and I mean, dream, all out dream,
Yeah.
total long shot. Don't think it'll happen, but it's a possibility. Move to Italy, race a set, of course, which is all Fiats.
Oh, really?
wait, race the what course?
Assetto Corsa.
I said, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
the track,
so
a
it's-
track out there.
Yeah,
Right?
but
That's-
it's like also like the
That's
flats.
totally possible. That's cheaper than a Skyline. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be the goal.
Just film it, dude. Make it a Valley Crew thing.
It could,
But are expensive.
Everybody's
Who's the bank?
Everybody's moving.
Well, everybody's a bank.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
moving.
But California and like countries here, they don't really have just like,
All out
Fiat.
Oh
races.
no.
I wish they did. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a car club, SoCal Car Club.
I think
You
it's
probably-
going there. I just think the platform's kind of new, right? So I think I see a lot of support for the 500.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean,
there aren't any challenges like Fiat challenges
It's
or
our
500.
most,
It's-
it's our most
it's
popular
through a
car
car
on the
club.
channel.
It's through a car club with all the challenges.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
which I mean, they do in my Grange. I think there's another one coming up in February, which I'm definitely gonna go to.
Have you done Grange?
Yeah. I did
Okay,
Grange.
yeah. Grange is
Super fun.
and that car especially.
It's perfect for
Yeah,
that track.
hell
It's
yeah, hell
tiny
yeah,
little track. Yeah.
Now it's Apple Valley Raceway.
Raceway.
Yeah, now that it's been sold.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, really? It's
okay.
different now?
Yeah,
We just sold it a little bit ago.
yeah.
He
So
went to, he went to Grange, and then we took my car to Auto Club Speedway in Fontana.
oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so you need a new brake pads after your day.
That was literally why we stopped driving,
Yeah, yeah.
because of the brakes.
Yeah.
We
It
couldn't
just eats
handle
it up.
That yeah, that
track.
that track can take a full set of race pads
I
in one day.
hit 160 multiple times.
Oh
Nice.
wow, really?
That front straight just takes you.
Oh, okay. Then you gotta slow down at the end of it, obviously. And
Hard.
Yeah.
And then the back straight, you hit about $120 in that car, and it's crazy fast.
Yeah, in that car, I'm sure you can feel it. Feels
It's
really
it's
nice.
crazy fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
What track experience do you have before that?
Nothing.
That's your first day
That was
out,
my first day out with my instructor.
and you're okay. So
I was with an instructor. I have to be.
he pushed you 160.
Yeah. He was
Okay,
like, he was
okay,
like,
good.
Go. He was along for the ride. He was having fun.
That's dope.
And he was. I mean, I was surprised at what I did, and he was also surprised about what I did.
Yeah.
I was going out there not having any experience, besides racing games. which,
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody
plays.
does, yeah.
Right.
but
But I mean, to a degree, if they're Sims,
It's
they
close,
help. Yeah,
yeah,
they
it
it's
help.
not like Forza
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does help with
Yeah.
lines and everything like that.
Yeah.
Although Grange is not in Forza.
No.
It ain't like that.
But I mean, this is AAA, so it's got to be in some video game.
Maybe.
I don't know
somewhere.
which one's in. Which
Maybe like an
one's in.
online one that's got all
Yeah.
the tracks and like a SoCal track set or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But, yeah,
That's
that
cool.
was, That was super fun. We plan on going back. And,
What organization do you guys do this through?
I went through Speed Ventures.
Oh, okay, and
That's what
they
I
do
did.
coaching.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they give you instructors. They even do transponders too.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes. I didn't do it.
Extra cost?
Yeah, it was extra cost. So like $45.
They give transponders to novices too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So anybody, if you buy it, you can get it. If you it's your first time, you have to have an instructor.
Okay.
For the first 2 sessions, and unfortunately, I was only able to do 2 sessions because of my brake.
Yeah.
Because I ordered brand new Hawk pads like 2 weeks prior, and they didn't come until the next day.
Of course.
After the track event, I was like, well, that's great.
Oh man.
I had like 60% pad life, and
You had to get home somehow, limp mode.
like, well, 60% going into the track event.
Oh fuck!
Damn. going out was a hemorrhage.
Why didn't you at least? That's $20,
We were
dude.
going to, and I was like, I mean,
It's only $20, insurance.
I was like, I already have the
Dude.
pads at home. I'm not gonna go out and.
You could have returned it if you didn't use it, man. Or the lifetime warranty, so you can actually just get some new ones.
Right.
After.
It's not a broken part, but you also kind of get in your head when something like that happens. Like,
Oh, especially when you're on the back straight doing 120 miles an hour and your pedal goes to the floor.
Oh shit.
yeah, you lose your legs at that
I was
point.
like, maybe we should stop.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is smart to do this anymore.
Wow.
But I did. I was smart about it. I put Motul 600 brake fluid in it.
Oh, yeah,
the day
absolutely.
Before, and then I did Motul 300V oil too.
So it was just the pads.
Yeah, it was just the pads.
And what-
The power was there. The handling. I just got BC coilovers.
Nice.
It was right before he got his. I got mine. It was
Worth it.
Didn't do any adjustment, and it performed amazingly.
Really?
Were you on coilovers at Pure Track?
No, he wasn't.
No.
Oh, that was
Crazy.
stock.
That's why I was.
It was
yeah.
lowering springs, bro.
Really?
Yeah, did you hear my lip scraping?
Uh,
my front end was so soft, and
Mm.
I've been wanting coilovers forever, and I finally got them. So I'm hoping to go out in the January one
oh, okay.
and really see what she can do now.
Yeah.
In the car.
Yeah.
It should be a lot different.
I can just tell driving like some canyons that it's a huge difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
This is my
Night
first
and
set of
day.
coilovers I've ever had in the car, and it's like
Night and day, huh?
it's like cheat
Oh,
codes.
it's huge
honestly, it's
Really?
like cheat codes. Yes.
Because I was thinking going Coney Yellows, but BC makes a set of coilovers for my car, which is double the price of the Coney shocks, but you get more adjustments.
Do it.
Yeah.
I had Coney Yellows on my Fiat.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
On the rear, but
Uh-huh.
I can't compare them to the BCs.
A full coilover setup.
Yeah.
Setup is just totally different. The
And-
solid
but-
top
and
pads.
it's a daily?
like-
Yeah, it comes with the
Yeah.
top hat.
You're dailying
Nice.
the coilovers. How's that?
Not bad.
Not bad?
No.
Set them
Okay.
to softer than
I mean-
track.
I haven't touched them.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just took them out, threw them in,
Threw 'em in, I was
and
like,
just made sure the heights were all the same.
Yeah, until we get
set
to the
the truck,
track.
did what we had to do. Yeah, I'm waiting till we go to the track event to really
Not
mess
e-
with anything. But
Alignment even?
oh
Yeah, his alignment's bad.
So no.
I did my alignment. I did
Yourself.
did some
Okay.
alignment.
Yeah, there you go.
Good man, good man.
Yeah.
I was running my tires from the track event. I've been just dangling my Toyos,
Yeah.
and I'm on the outside of my tire. I was like, I still got tread. I'm fine.
On the outside.
On the outside, never
You know,
really
like
liked on the
those.
inside. And this was after I got my coilovers, and I went to Omaha Racing to get my splitters design, which I'm gonna go pick up. But we pulled off my front bumper, and I have some gnarly camper wear, like to wires.
Oh shit! You see
Oh.
steel.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know if I should be driving on these.
No, you shouldn't be.
No, so I got new tires
Okay.
yesterday.
But not in alignment.
No, they couldn't put my car on the rack with the lip.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm like, well,
I've had that too.
I was about to just tell them rip it off because I'm getting rid of it like today. So
Oh, yeah, you should have.
yeah, but
They probably
I was
would've been like, nah, it's-
whatever. They were gonna close in like 30 minutes. And
Oh, that's
whatever.
probably why they didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, so, but dailing them, not a problem.
So did the hat come with the coilovers?
Did the what?
Did the hat come in the box too?
No, at
Or was that a Black Friday deal?
No, at the Pure Drive track event, I went with my buddy George from SoCal Abarth Club, and he was like, I got this hat, you want it? You're running BCs, so.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn,
to me.
that's
Oh,
cool.
alright,
Yeah,
cool.
that's a nice hat,
Yeah, I
actually.
love
Yeah,
this
it's
hat.
super nice.
Now I can rap.
Yeah.
Damn it! You just made me want to get upgraded. to
Oh,
BC
do it.
coilovers.
It's so worth
Nine
it.
day
From
difference, bro.
Coney's that I don't even have yet.
You're going to track the car anyway, so might as well go there.
Or you just ball out and get some K-dubs.
They don't make those. Like, it'd have to be custom made for the Prelude.
He's all, don't get K-Dubs. They're stupid expensive.
They're like $3,000-ish.
No, they're
right?
not.
Yeah.
It's not for the Hondas.
I don't know if you're
Not for
getting...
what?
Not for the Hondas.
1,500.
Really?
16.
Oh, 1,600.
But they don't make them. They make them for the EG, but
Yeah,
they don't make it for
true.
the Prelude.
Platform.
They don't make it for the Prelude.
That's actually not that bad.
Not for KW.
Yeah.
No.
KW's not. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a good brand right there.
But I don't have any complaints with BC.
No.
I mean,
True.
they're new-ish, you know. They're mostly in drifting. That's why I see a lot of their stuff is
But
drift cars.
they're known for good quality shit.
Yeah, it's
so.
good billet quality, like billet aluminum. All
Right.
the pieces are good.
Yeah, if drifters are
Solid.
beating them up, then you know they're quality.
Exactly. Drifters,
Yeah.
they thrash their cars.
Mm-hmm.
So they take beating.
Wow.
So how was Valley Crew created?
Yeah.
Who are the founders?
What is
I'll
this?
let
Yeah,
you
what
talk.
is this?
You let me tell you.
I'll let you go for this.
Baby-faced car guys that actually are legit. Tell me about
So
this.
pretty much, one day I had a friend. It was a friend of, I guess, me and Ben's. His name was Annual, and he invited my friend, my personal, like, really good friend of mine, Mark, to Ben's house to hang out. So I was like, shoot. And then Mark invited me, and I was just like, oh, let's go. And then that's when I met Eddie and Ben. That's when I met them too. Didn't meet Damon yet, but Eddie and Ben knew Damon already before that because they went to high school together. But I met up with them, met Ben and Eddie, kind of thought it was a cool group, cool dudes, like cars, all that stuff. We just share that interest. And I had the Focus, and I had done all that stuff to it. It wasn't E30 yet, but it was still the bigger turbo.
Okay.
So I was still in it. I was doing all this stuff in my car, and just slowly, the more we hung out with each other, the closer we grew together, and we were like, it would be really cool just to like start something and just try to be bigger, you know, just have fun with it, you know, just film ourselves, have fun,
Have
go out
something
and
to flash
have
back
something to
on.
look
Yeah.
back on, you know what I mean? This is cool. I like working on cars. I love my friends. And then we met Damon a couple days later. Well, I did. I met Damon a couple days later, and he was like, "Oh, like this is cool. So
I have a
from
500.
there- no, this one he had
truck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Let's go off-roading.
Yeah.
So from there, it just took off, and then we've just been making videos weekly since pretty much then.
And how long ago was that?
That was May 5th of 2017.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Consistency.
It's coming up on 2 years, and I don't think we've gone. Well, there's a couple instances where we went, I think, 2 weeks without posting, but it was just because, you know, busy.
Yeah, life.
Day in the life of a California kid, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, we've just been having fun, just going at it, trying to get out there, and now we're at the point where it's between, you know, just having fun with it or actually turning it into something serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that can actually, you know, benefit us in the future. Actually, you know, start making profit off of it. That's not why we're doing it, but you know, it's definitely one of the positives.
It'll make it nice.
It's just the exposure.
Yeah.
It's a help. We could use it for
The builds,
the builds
everything.
and everything, going out to track events, like getting everything we need to get the cars to the track events, all that stuff. So we're just working towards that, and like we talked about earlier with the sponsorship proposal, if anybody's interested in investing in us, to young kids that want to have a dream of, you know, racing cars and having fun and getting out there, that'd be really cool.
You start sending out that proposal. 10 pages. What do you put in 10
Yeah,
pages?
I ain't gonna fucking read 10
Is
pages.
it like
man.
it's like 32 point font? It's like
No, we went into a lot of detail. We kind of templated off my dad's old sponsorship proposal for when he did sprint cars.
Oh.
So it kind of helped us.
So you
get, like,
copied it, retyped it.
We typed exactly word for word everything he said. No, it just kind of helped us like figure out what people were really
Foundationally.
looking at.
Yeah.
And it just got longer and longer.
And
Yeah.
it's just the Fiat, or is it both?
It's all of
It's
it.
all of our cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're trying to do it.
So
as
it's
a
the
team.
crew. It's Valley Crew.
Yeah, we're trying to do it as a team.
Oh, okay.
And we'll let Eddie get into that when he gets on the mic. in the
Yeah.
session.
There's 4 of you here now. There's only 2. We only have 2 mics, but we'll talk to the guys maybe at a later week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and figure it out.
Get set for them.
But all of you guys track now? Is that
Just me and Damon have gotten on the track so far.
We're trying to get the EG ready.
We're trying to get the EG out there and ready. Still got some work to do, but Ben's about to get out there and rip it with us.
there's a lot of potential in that platform with not that much money?
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
That's the poor man's platform.
Yeah.
Amongst all these 3 guys' cars. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. The 944 gets pretty expensive.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is that's the most expensive one.
It's a great.
Here's the second most expensive.
Yeah.
Yours is next, and then
Yeah.
his is the cheapest.
The 944 is a great platform to race in, but it's
It's
gonna cost you a
expensive.
ton of money.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of dough. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've looked into that one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see a lot of race cars, like fully built 944s for sale.
Spec cars.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's it's because it's expensive to keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to go out and race. Racing is just expensive, period.
Yeah, it is. Tires, it's like
You just need.
at that level you're probably building like bigger cars. You're doing like
Oh,
Formula 3 or something,
Yeah.
right?
They
Like-
still have sponsors even at those levels.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, yeah.
The guy
You
that
see
was-
autocross guys, SCCA guys with sponsorships.
Uh-huh.
like
Just
actors that
autocross.
get into racing, they get sponsors. 'cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
so
that's
damn
true.
expensive.
Yeah, and they're actors. Like you got money, come on.
Yeah, dude. it's-
Leave some for us.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
So yeah, that's just the end goal, is just getting exposure. That way, well, first of all, honing in our skills to actually see if this is
Yeah.
something that we're cut out to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we all got it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been going at it for 2 years pretty consistently, and you're doing everything that you were set out to do, then you're good.
What I like about what I see in you guys, and I'm gonna be honest, I was like, who are these kids that are coming, to the garage and
I didn't tell Randy shit.
No, you didn't. Yeah, because your generation is stamped with all of those labels. It's really hard to find that motivate those kids that are motivated. B, kids that are into cars. So then you're further filtering it down. So it's really as long as the drive is there, you've got the world's a limit. Really, you know what I mean? Like there is no limit.
No.
Driving in Italy. That's easy to do, dude. It's not that hard to do. You can make that happen. There's some effort involved, but it's not hard to do. Get an internship out there, slowly roll it
Even
up.
even that, maybe somebody's like looking at your channel and it's like, oh, we want these guys to go.
We have people commenting on the videos from Italy. I'm like,
one of them are gonna take you over there.
It's like the General Motors of the cars out there, pretty much.
there's
The Fiat
so many
Punto, the Panda,
I want the Punto so bad.
yeah.
It looks like it's almost like a
Yeah, it's almost like a focus.
like a wag Focus.
But yeah.
Stole the words out of Randy's mouth.
yeah. A lot of the Alphas too, obviously.
Love Alphas.
Yeah. Because Italy is one of my favorite countries to visit.
Oh, you've been?
I've been 3 times in 1 year.
If you go really far back in the archives in the podcast, you'll hear that Randy is actually wanted in Italy for probably how many tickets?
Oh,
No way.
4 or 5-ish? For what?
For speeding.
For speeding. Because every other motherfucker on those freeways speeds.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous right now.
And if you're going through like beautiful countryside, like James Bond movie, imagine the Casino Royale. You watch that, you experience it when you're driving a rental car. So when you see a Maserati in like Modena, Italy on the freeway, you're gonna want to drive like that motherfucker. Even though I was in a Alpha. I had a 159 turbo diesel, but it was quick.
Yeah.
And it was a 6-speed. All rentals are 6 speeds or 5 speeds.
awesome.
You don't get automatic. You pay extra for automatic.
They do it right.
Cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Super cool.
So like, I had 6, and they had speed machines, but I don't know. So speeding tickets, driving near historical sites, you can't do that without a special permit. I did it because I didn't know.
Yeah.
This was internet when it was still smartphones with keyboards on them.
Oh, like a BlackBerry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It was that era. So apps and things were not quite as informational at the time yet. We had a GPS, the one that you buy and have
The
a map.
TomTom.
Yeah. We had that GPS. There's no, like, dude, think about
so
how
funny,
handicapped
dude.
you are
That's
Like
crazy.
in that world.
I'm just laughing that we're talking about this like it was such a long time
was-
ago.
that's the
It was
thing.
like 10 years maybe,
They were,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I guess for them, there was
No,
like,
but yeah, that
But
was
still, like, it's not that long.
Yeah.
That was 2011.
Yeah.
That was just 7 years ago,
It's
and
not
that's
that long.
how different it was.
That's
then.
true.
Yelp was not accessible to me when I was there.
Same with YouTube or Instagram
Yeah.
or Twitter,
Mhm.
anything like that.
Mhm.
All the social media. It's just,
Yes. Yeah, it was very, very
different.
difficult time for that kind of travel, but we did it anyways. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
So to drive those roads, been there, done that. Did the road trip in Italy.
That's
It's
awesome.
a blast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've been there obviously
Yeah,
too,
it was-
right? So, did you ever visit any of the car-based, like, highlighted car type regions or?
I didn't get to when I was there. We were kind of just winging
Family?
it. Yeah, family.
Oh, okay.
We were trying to figure out like exactly where we came from. So it was kind of like a mission. And but when my dad went back, because him and my mom went again, and they got to go to the Ferrari place. But,
Oh, so they made sure to leave you behind.
yeah.
But they do the
We're
fun
gonna go do
stuff.
this. You can stay here. but I didn't get to. I would love to go again.
You should.
Yeah.
I didn't even go to
Especially
any
now
of.
that I'm older.
I didn't go to any of the car museums or anything yet, because I was with a grandma and stuff. So I'm not gonna drag them to that. You know? We're looking at churches. We're not looking at art. But yeah, oh gosh, yeah, you gotta go for that, man. When I see the car museums in the videos that I watch on YouTube, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go, dude. Damn, yeah, gorgeous,
Beautiful place.
Yes, wow.
All right, well, I think with that, we have our episode. So
Yes.
did you guys, anything you want to shout out? Anyone you want to shout out? Any closing remarks?
Well, I guess I just have to shout out 500 Madness because they've definitely been helping us out. One Day Wraps, and now Zings Marrow because we just got hooked up on detailing. So thank you to all of you guys.
Dope.
That and you can shout out our Instagram might as well, huh?
Yeah.
At valley._.crew.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, guys. It's been great to talk to you and learn about you guys' background and what you're getting into, and hopefully we get to you guys in the back.
Yeah.
We'll let Damon run the cameras.
Let me also say it's great to see kids that are more motivated than the norm. Like, you're in the upper 3%, I'd even say. Upper 10 to 3 to 10%. In my book, dude. Like,
That's crazy.
you can read, I guess, we're older-ish, but we're in the business of reading people, right? Dealing with clients and stuff.
Yeah.
So you kind of know how a person is based on their vibe.
Oh, for sure. That's why I invited this guy on. You know?
Yeah.
I talked to him first, but he's excited about the scene.
Right.
It's genuine, you know.
Yes.
Like it's good to find honest people like
Ready
that.
to go, man.
So thank you for coming on. Thank you for representing your generation in the right way, like straight up. You know, for the car guys of your generation too, which is even like less, right?
Yeah.
There ain't a lot of guys, a lot of buddies.
That was one of the bigger things with us when we first started. We just did not want to be like the typical, young kids nowadays with the cars that are super obnoxious doing whack stuff on the streets.
Oh yeah,
street
for
racing,
sure.
all that stuff.
That's good to hear.
We're not at all about that. We want to do it in the place where you're supposed to. You know what I mean?
They're posers. We had posers in our generation.
Yep.
With the Fast and Furious era, which really diluted the whole thing. You know, fucked it up in a different way.
Yeah.
Right, but once that died down, only the stragglers were left behind. The purists.
Just the true enthusiasts that are
right.
Yeah.
And so that's what I see in you guys. So that's what I appreciate about you guys being here.
Awesome.
So
just don't cry.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah. No, check it out. There's a lot of dope stuff in there actually.
Yeah.
Got all our builds on there. Just catch up with all of our stuff going on and all of our future projects.
Dope. So that's the episode. As always, you can find us on 91octane.com. That is no numbers, all letters. Make sure you subscribe anywhere you listen to podcasts, and make sure to add us on your Instagram. Subscribe there too as well. And Randy, any last words?
Thank you guys for coming on. Like I said, I gave my piece. Shout out to Nick Piccoli for the intro outro music.
Dude, wherever he is in the world right now.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Yeah.
Something.
Good night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Dope.
That was dope.
Cool.
Pleasant surprise, like I said.
That was good.
That was super cool.
I really like hearing.
Yeah.
I've never heard before.